Right, I welcome you to Mia's Health Talk, and this is Hangom again, and I hope I find you well, depending on your time zone. Is it afternoon? Is it morning? Is it evening? And I just hope I do find you well. Today, I'd like to invite you to a conversation with my brother and friend, Brother Kasenge Kelvin. He runs a program called Paint a Smile. You can catch those details through his space. It's called Catch Zambia. You can learn much of what he does through that particular space. Brother Kasenge, how are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you, man?
It's good to have you here and
Thank you
appreciate.
so much.
Yeah. Have you tried any business before?
Yeah, I've tried not just any but many businesses.
Okay.
Yes.
What was your source of income when you were beginning that business, and where did you get your capital from?
Okay. So part of the capital was from my payments from this salary, so to say, and part of it was just through errands, just running certain errands. You raise a bit,
Okay.
you save, then you invest in something big.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That sounds very interesting. Uh, but I'm also interested to learn if through the named business you will tell me if at one point you failed in that business.
Yes, I've so far I've failed. I can say twice
Okay.
in two of the bigger businesses. I can call it that I've failed twice.
Okay.
Yes.
What made it fail? Was it lack of money to sustain it, or what really were the factors that made that particular business to fail? And what
Uh,
did you do? Who did you? Yeah, let's begin with what made it to fail, and then we'll come to the other one.
what made it to fail? I think let me pick one.
Okay.
What made it to fail is something I can call logistical
Okay.
as well as loss of property.
Okay.
Yes.
I see. What happened? Did you try and revive it, or you just decided to do another business with the similar ideas?
Uh, I didn't try to revive it. Looking at what it made me go through, I thought maybe for now I pause a bit and then I'll revise it. Maybe I'll restart
Okay.
as time goes because it gave me a lot of pressure and its collapse
Okay.
was quite hard on me to
Okay.
just keep on.
I see.
Yeah.
So it means that business has not been revived yet.
It hasn't been revived yet, but the hope is not all lost.
Okay.
I'm thinking of redoing it once again with other strategies.
You are still planning on how you could revive the business.
Yes.
Okay. And much on what you have talked about, those logistics, I think they could also do with money. Is it easy to begin a business without a capital?
Well, one thing I can say is you can't start a business without a capital,
Okay.
but capital is not always money. Sometimes yourself you can be capital. Of course, I'm not talking about prostitution. I need to make that clear. Yeah, yourself you can.
I love the disclaimer. I love
Yes,
the
you
disclaimer.
can be the capital because I believe capital is in the mind. You look at the skills. Which skills do you have? What can you do to entice people so that you can have certain money and then you pump that money in starting up the business?
Okay.
Yes.
Appreciate that. And I'm also aware that you're also doing another business which has not failed.
Yeah.
But for you to run that particular business spontaneously with your work, how would you manage?
Well, it's not something easy but manageable. Yeah, of course. Let me mention one of the businesses, the one I talked about, which failed. I tried the transport and logistics,
Okay.
where we had motorbikes. I had one motorbike stolen.
Oh
Then
dear.
the other one started giving us problems every time you do wiring.
Hmm.
You report the wiring is not okay and so on. So we spent more money um, uh, taking it for servicing and so on than we were getting the money. So that's the one I abandoned. Then I entered into the selling of, I've been selling this uniforms, nurses uniforms, careers day uniforms, birthday supplies and so on. It's the one which is currently there. And
Okay.
I started it little with I think a 2,500. I managed to to set up something, have a shop, have a trusted person to work for you, and then keep on monitoring. Yeah, keep on monitoring, because lack of monitoring, you may end up losing once again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quite mouthful. So, what finances this business for it to keep running?
Okay, so
For you to have the stock available?
Yeah, so to begin with, the first one, like my capital. My capital for this one I'm running came from that motorbike which I default.
Okay.
I had to sell it. Then I used that money which I sold it for to venture into another one, and then I started from there. Then we talk about what keeps it running. It runs itself. That's what I can say, because we do have sales. So when you make sales, you need to have, there's what you call the balance sheet, your balance, what profit have you made, the expenses and so on. Then the extras, you try to start reinvesting. So it is boosting itself, so to say.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. I was paying attention to most of the details that you were actually giving in regards to how you run the business and how it also runs itself after you have put in some kind. I wish I could ask many questions in regards to your mental state, in regards to what happened after you lost properties and things like that. But that is not my direction of the conversation. I just wanted to learn much about how your business keeps going, the one that you are running now, how you are building from some idea and then from the other perspective. Actually, in public health, we believe that one of the critical challenges that many countries face is providing primary health care in their population due to lack of resources in the face of the ever-growing need that be. And for your information, that from this very perspective, the health economists then suggest that health is a durable good. We believe that health is actually a durable good, or a type of a capital that provides services in that regard. Now, the flow of services produced from the stock of health capital is consumed continuously over an individual's lifetime. So, actually, we also believe from the public health perspective that each person, where I'm looking at you from, where I am, and where you are watching us from, that each person is assumed to be bestowed or endowed with a given stock of health at birth. Each time, such a year that they are born, they are given a stock of what? A stock of life. So over a period of time, the stock of health depreciates with age and maybe promoted by investment and many other things. I just wanted us to then utilize this very particular example that what people have is actually a stock.
Yes.
Their life, when they are born, what they have is what?
A stock.
Is a stock. And if they jeopardize it in many ways, say out of drinking anything that comes their way, out of mischievous behaviors, this particular stock depreciates. So we go to the hospital to go and get new stock, or say to add on the capital that you have. So we go to the hospital to ensure that when you go to check your blood pressure, you go and check your glucose level, you go and check if your eyes are working well, if you go and check if all these things. The intention is my stock has gone a bit low. I want to, because your healthy, exactly, your healthy is a durable. It must be durable anyway. But by virtue of well-being, we are saying that your health must be a durable good. So that if I consume shima in the morning, I'm eating to be healthy. I'm not eating something in order for me to again drink medicine for me to be well.
Yeah.
You get the point, right? So in this particular conversation, I appreciate your background of business and things like that. But what I want people to learn is that your health, as it were, is a durable good. Whatever you consume every day of your life and anything that you just put into your body and things like that, it makes either your health to be durable or not to be durable. It makes you to have a stock or not have stock. So the moment you feel you don't have stock, like you said, there was a time when you never had, well, you wanted to venture another business, so you had to sell the motorbike. What you wanted to have is what? Some stock.
Yes.
But how do you have stock? You must then sell what you have and things like that. So for us, every time when you visit the hospital, you are going to add more stock.
Yeah.
So that every time when people want to get something from you, they can always find it. I'm talking about just being healthy. So I'm encouraging you, my friends, and everybody on this particular space, don't shun away from the hospital. Just go there. You need to consult about something. Just go. Consultation is, well, in government hospitals, I must make a disclaimer, it's free. You know, they won't charge you for consultation. So you would do well not to be lied to by these vendors and whatnot that think they know. And make no mistake, I am not looking down on anybody, but I'm saying for you to increase your capital,
Need to
like from his
stop.
background, go there and have it restocked. Go to the hospital and you have it in abundance again. So we will do well to find time and check on our stock. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll add something to my business colleagues. Business sometimes can be stressing. Okay, the reason why I had to sell that bike, you talked about restocking your healthy, and let not what you're doing uh, depreciate your healthy status. The business for the bikes used to give me a lot of pressure, such that you sleep thinking about the same things and so on. I said, am I benefiting? Quite right, I may be earning a little, but what about my mind? What about my spirit, my soul, my health? You get. So, any business you are doing, I know it is not smooth. It's not always smooth, but make sure that it is giving you at least peace of mind. When you see that it is not working out, stepping up to do another thing is not giving up. It's actually upgrade.
I tell you.
So people should not be comfortable in suffering. They need to upgrade to find things which will balance their healthy and their income.
Appreciate that. Having talked about health being a durable good and also a stock available, and we have applied what we wanted to have there as we close this particular session. How did you survive that moment when you run out of stock?
It's a moment of reflection. It's a moment which requires discipline. It's a moment which requires you to sit down and just to think, what next? How am I going to do this? When you run out of stock, you need to start looking about around other ventures. I talked about ourselves. We are a stock. We are the capital. So you need to look at what can I do which can sustain this. This is where we miss as youths. When your stock depreciates, others tend to go into debt. Others tend to spend the little money they have remained with into betting. They end up losing more. That's why I said discipline. You need to be disciplined and be patient. When the stock depreciates, get the minimum you can. That same minimum may keep on producing more and more so that you go up. So you don't have to panic. You must be disciplined.
Okay.
Again, don't just buy because the stock is done. Check which one is moving, which one is slow. You get? So in short, I'm talking about you need to have priorities and look for essentials. So,
all right, that's very impressive, and we must, of course, be clear here that as we run around, we will still meet challenging things. You lose stuff, you will become insane mentally, but there are always other avenues that we can actually venture into for us to be better. That's why we're encouraging each other here that we have got a space uh, decorated and made for such purpose of you and I. There are places that we have frowned upon, that we have not frequented because we feel just by virtue of mentioning that particular name, it's not meant for people that are like us. So, but we can take advantage of such places where have you lost something? Is a business going down? You can still go to experts. You talk to them.
Yeah.
That's why they're there. You can have the conversation and things like that. Don't lose yourself. And that's what we wanted to talk about today. I appreciate, sir.
Thank you so much.
God bless.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. And God bless you until we meet again. Cheers.